Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I will be showing you guys 5 common mistakes people make when they are doing squats. So these are 5 things that you should not do when you are doing squats. If you want to see proper results, you have to make sure that your form is correct and you're actually doing the exercise the proper way. Alright, so I'm in the gym and I'm going to show you guys 5 errors. Yeah, so let's go. Let's get started.
Okay, my loves, so the first error that I'm going to dive right into is, I would say, the most common squat error that I've seen at every gym that I've gone to, both guys and girls. Now, I'm sure that most of you, including myself, have been taught to squeeze your glutes at the top of your squat. Now, the difference between 1 to 2 inches of this error could be the difference between you doing the exercise the right way and having a serious back injury down the road. Squeezing your glutes during a squat is fine. You want to squeeze your glutes. You want to feel that your muscles are contracting and you're working. However, one thing that you need to be aware of is that our glutes are called hip extensors. That means that they push the hips forward. Now, there's a difference between squeezing your glutes and hyperextending your back while thinking that you're squeezing your glutes. Now, when you do this hyperextension movement, you're putting a lot of stress on your spine and you can potentially develop a disc issue or other back problems. And that is something that you don't want. I know that for a lot of ladies, including myself, that the emphasis to build your glutes is high. So I know why you want to squeeze your glutes, but that should just be a light squeeze. So at the top of your squat, keep your back straight, slightly squeeze your glutes, but don't hyperextend your back because that's just an unnecessary stress on your body that will just affect you over time. So make sure that you keep this tip in mind when you are doing your squats. Moving on to the next error that I see a lot of people make, especially guys, is when they stack up their weights, they put it to the heaviest that they can go, and they only do half squats. Okay? Half squats do not count as squats. If you are not going parallel to the ground, you are not doing a squat properly. So I'm going to reduce my weights and I'm going to go into a full squat. Your squats should always be 90 degrees. That is how you perform a proper squat. So if you're the type that likes to load up your weights until it's really, really heavy, I don't know if it's to show off or whatever, and you don't go down properly, then I'm sorry to tell you that you have not been doing your squats right. So please stop making this mistake, guys. That's why I always advise to start off light and then go heavy. The next squat error that I've seen people make is leaning forward when they are squatting. So their lower back is actually receiving all the weight instead of their legs. And this could ultimately lead to lower back injuries or just back pain in general. So if you make this mistake, you have to correct it. When you are doing a squat, your feet should be shoulder wide and your back should be straight at all times. So you're going down 90 degrees and coming up with a straight back. So all the weight is going into your legs and not into your lower back. The fourth mistake people make when they are doing squats is when they squat with their toes off the ground. Your feet should always be flat on the ground at all times, and the weights should never be on your toes because this forces your knees to go over your toes when you are doing the squat, and you can cause serious knee damage over time. So remember to always keep your feet flat on the ground when you are doing squats. Your heels should never be raised, and your toes should not be the one receiving all the weights. All right, and finally, guys, the last error that I have witnessed is when people cave in their knees when they are squatting. So it's like their knee is going into this funny little shape like a V. So stop doing that when you squat because you could injure your knees. When you're squatting, your knees should be straight and it should not go over your toes. There's nothing wrong with your knees slightly going over your toes, just a little bit. But when it's completely going over your toes and you're having to lean forward into the squat, then it's a problem. All right.
Make sure that you grab your SoFit cotton bands and pull-up bands. All right. So I just released my new cotton bands. So these are very good for glute activation. So whenever you're doing any lower body exercise and you really want to like make it really intense and activate and hit those muscles, so you can incorporate this into your workout. And these as well are great for upper body and lower body exercises. So make sure you grab your bands.